Hello, my name is Jadine. I'm a user experience designer and I make videos about design, research and accessibility. In today's video, we're going to look at the 10 most popular UX research methods from a beginner's perspective and get to know what they are and what they do. I've added timestamps in the description so you can quickly get to a particular research method that you're interested in. Let's begin with A/B testing. A/B testing is a method of comparing two variations of a product or online content against each other to determine which one drives more conversions or revenue. When conducting A/B testing, users are divided into two groups, and both are asked to use one variation of the product. The reaction of the users to each of the variations is recorded and analysed. The users can also be asked questions about the product or content so that the researcher can gain a deeper understanding of their experience. If done with more than two variations, this would be called multi-variety testing. Benchmark testing. Benchmark testing involves evaluating a product against a set of standard best practices or past performance metrics to gauge current performance. Before the testing is carried out, a goal is set. This could be something like reducing the time taken for users to complete a form on the website by 20%. After the testing is done, we compare the findings to the set goal and analyse the results. The results can be compared against data from earlier versions of the website or product, other competitors, and industry standards such as conversion rate and other products in the same company. A good benchmark indicates where a website or product falls when compared to a chosen metric. Card sorting. Card sorting is a technique using either actual cards or digital tools, where users generate an information hierarchy that can then form the basis of an information architecture or navigation menu. Users are given a series of labelled cards and asked to organise them into groups that they think are appropriate. This is done to understand what information ranks highly for a user and ensure design decisions are influenced by data, not assumptions. Diary study. Diary studies involve providing participants with the materials and structure to record daily events and tasks around a given subject in order to gain insight into their behaviour and needs over time. Using diary studies, you can ask the user to write a diary, click pictures, or fill in a scrapbook on a regular basis to record their daily experiences. After a certain period of time, the researcher will then analyse the entries to extract the necessary information which offers a deep insight into the user experience. Eye tracking. Using a prototype, you can investigate a set number of user journeys using eye tracking technology. Eye tracking allows you to see exactly where your users are looking whilst using your site. You can gather insights that allow you to action changes needed before entering into the build stage of the design process, saving you time and money on what could have been a costly mistake if not discovered by eye tracking or using other user research methods. Field studies. Field studies are research activities that take place in the user's context rather than in your office or research lab. Here, a researcher can gather information by observing or interviewing the user. They can observe the user carry out their daily life activities or ask the user to demonstrate a specific task as part of their daily routine and ask questions based on what they observe. This method gives you a chance to analyse the problems that can occur when the user interacts with the product in their natural environment. Field studies are a great user research method as they offer a very deep insight into the user's life, helping the researcher to figure out the actual needs and behaviours of the users. Although a disadvantage is that they require more time and investment, which needs to be factored into the project planning. Focus groups. Focus groups are facilitated discussions used to gather feedback and opinions from users. Each person in the group is encouraged to participate in the discussion, which is pre-planned by a researcher and guided by a facilitator. Focus groups are typically used to gauge opinion and gather information from users about a product or service before they have been developed. Typically, a focus group will last around 1 to 2 hours and be observed by researchers or sometimes recorded to be assessed by researchers and members of the wider project team. Focus groups provide researchers with a useful tool to generate customer feedback throughout the product cycle. User interviews. A user interview is a research method where a researcher asks one user questions about a topic of interest. This could be a product or service. The objective is to gain user insights about a defined topic. This can be exploratory or include a test of a product or service. Unlike focus groups, which involve multiple users at the same time, user interviews are one-on-one sessions. Interviews can be done by phone, video call, or in person. Rapid prototyping. A prototype is a rough guide for the layout of a website or app, giving an indication of the direction that a product is heading. In rapid prototyping, the users are presented with a prototype of the product and their feedback is taken. Changes are then made to the prototype in line with their feedback, and it can be reviewed again by a user. This is done to gain feedback from a user before committing to building the product. Surveys and questionnaires. Surveys and questionnaires can contain a variety of questions sent out to a target audience to collect data from individuals about certain topics or experiences. Surveys help you get a lot of feedback at once and can be done online, making them a cost and time-effective way to understand a topic quickly. We can learn about user needs and identify common pain points and issues with a product or service they may have. Apart from eye tracking and field studies, there are ways to conduct these UX research methods remotely, which has been an interesting learning experience given the climate that we are all currently in. With more people working remotely at present, it made sense to adapt our research methods, which we would have done face-to-face and in person, to accommodate more people who are now working from their homes, which is something that you may have to take into consideration when choosing your UX research method. I hope you enjoyed today's video and that it has increased your knowledge of UX research methods. UX research is essential to product success. It helps us prove or disprove our own assumptions, finding commonalities across our target audience and recognizing their needs. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you can be the first to know when I release a new video. If you have any questions about UX research methods, drop them in the comments below and I will see you in the next video. Bye!